So I genuinely think I cracked the code at the UFC's plan for the featherweight division. They tried to tease us. They tried to fuck us over and give us Volk versus Yair Rodriguez. Nobody wanted that shit. I think the UFC understood nobody wanted that shit. They knew Volk didn't want that shit. You had Mobzar versus um Aaron Pico lined up. Mobzar ends up pulling out. I don't, at least I haven't seen anything unless I'm like living under a rock. Nothing has been brought up why he pulled out. Genuinely, all signs to me point to you're just gonna book Volk versus Mobzar at the end of the year as a co-main to. I really think it's gonna be the co-main to Islam versus JDM. It just makes too much sense. They're gonna book that fight, and honestly, this is what I'm getting at. Volk wins this shit. The UFC is 100% banking on Volk winning this bitch and retiring. I really think if Volk wins, even if he loses, I think this is Volk's last fight, man. I do not see him if he wins or if he loses, he's done. There's no way Volk's coming back. He already went. He won the belt back again, oldest champion in a lighter division to get the belt. If Volk wins, he retires. If he loses, he retires. Be ready. I'm telling you, this is going to be Volk's last fight because you already have Diego Lopez versus Gene Silva, and the winner of that is getting a title shot. If Volk wins, is he really going to go and rematch Lopez already? A guy who he fought earlier this year. So say they fight again next year, mid next year, springtime next year. I don't see Volk really wanting a rematch with Diego Lopez, and he knows he's cooked against Gene Silva. Like, I really think the UFC is pivoting because clearly they are wanting Silva to be a champion. Like, they are fast tracking this man. Diego Lopez was their guy. He lost to Volk, but now they're fast tracking him. If Silva beats Lopez, he's obviously going to fight for the belt. Okay. And I really think Volk knows he's cooked. Like, there's no way he's beating Gene Silva. He's going to get fucked if they fight. So, in the UFC's eyes, realistically, this is a win-win because Volk retires. Okay. You still have fuckface Yair Rodriguez, who apparently says the UFC promised him a title shot. Volk wins. This is all banking on low-key if Volk wins, which I think he beats Mobzar. Volk wins, Volk retires. Okay? We're playing the if game. Meet if man. We're playing the if game. If Volk wins, if Volk retires, okay, the UFC already has a championship fight lined up for the vacant belt. You got the winner of Lopez Silva versus Yair. Like, that's genuinely what's going to happen. You either get Lopez versus Yair, a fight everybody wanted to see. And especially now if a belt's on the line, like, it's like still fuck Yair Rodriguez for getting a title shot, which is undeserved. But that is a fight that's legitimate beef. Everybody wants to see that fight. And if it's for a title, if it's a belt is on the line, that just makes that fight that much bigger. On the flip side, if Silva beats Lopez, you have your next champion for the next 2 years at least. Like, Silva is an absolute dog. He's a killer. He's obviously gonna flatline Yair if they fight for the title. So the first defense, you set up Gene Silva to, I guess, win, or I guess not a defense, to become champion against Yair Rodriguez. And if he beats Lopez, they're not going to give Mobzar another chance in the next fucking 2 years. Like, genuinely, it's just not going to happen unless he goes and knocks motherfuckers out, like a 3 knockout streak. Like, that's just not happening. Silva's beating every other motherfucker in that division. I don't care. Like, it's just happening. If he beats Lopez, he's cooking everyone else in that division. Okay? So you get that, and he's like big enough to where he's entertaining. He has a personality enough to where he's not boring. Some people don't like him and his whole fucking barking thing, whatever, but he's a personality. It's not like a Sean Strickland. He's not boring. He's got a personality, okay? That's good for them. So it's a win-win. If Lopez wins, he's very entertaining. People know him. You got the beef fight. If Silva wins, Once again, a personality. He's not boring at all. Very entertaining fight style. Like, it is a win-win for the UFC between these two fighters. Okay? Whoever wins that, and they already have the next couple fights lined up within the like top 8. I think Arnold Allen is like the only guy in the top 8 that does not have a fight. I guess aside from technically Movsar and Volk, assuming that that's just going to get booked. You got Aljamain Sterling versus Brian Ortega. Ortega's washed. He's cooked. He's tubby. Okay. I really think Aljo's going to win that. And I really think Aljo low-key can make a push for the title. Like, Aljo versus Silva, or Aljo even versus Lopez, like, hypothetically, this is all banking on motherfucking Volk winning, but hypothetically, those are good fights. I really could see a world where Aljo becomes double champ. Like, Aljo is one of the most underrated champions in UFC history. Okay? He's going to beat Ortega. I think Aljo's ranked 8th. Ortega's ranked 6th, I want to say. Arnold Allen, like I said, he's ranked 5th. He's the only one without a fight. You got Lerone Murphy, okay, the 35-year-old young, up-and-coming prospect, and Aaron Pico, the PFL, the Bellator, new prospect who was never a champion in those other promotions, but clearly the UFC is pushing him enough. They gave him Movsar. Movsar obviously pulled out, which, if he wins that, if Aaron Pico beat Movsar, if they fought, he's fighting for the belt next. If he beats Lerone Murphy, I really could just see the UFC saying, fuck it, and we're pushing him for the belt, like, even harder. You line him up against, I don't know, Aljo. You line him up against Arnold Allen. I really don't know what you do if Aaron Pico wins. I really don't. But Lerone Murphy, he's undefeated. He's never lost. He's cooked. Like, I'm not saying I'd pick Lerone Murphy to beat Pico or vice versa. But Lerone Murphy, bro. What the fuck? How did he cockroach his way in becoming one of the only undefeated UFC fighters? He's a top 8 ranked fighter. Okay. If he fights anyone, Movsar, Lopez, Silva, Aljo, Arnold Allen, like, he's not beating these motherfuckers. He's just not. Okay? So, sure, you give the belt, or Gene Silva wins the belt. Diego Lopez wins the fucking belt. Cool. They're going to get a title defense against Yair Rodriguez. They're going to get a title defense against Lerone Murphy if they're going to push for Lerone Murphy. Even Aaron Pico. There's no fucking way Aaron Pico, I'm sorry. They do this. I don't remember where the fuck I saw this, but it was the truest shit ever. It's the UFC waits until these previous PFL, previous Bellator champions, they wait until they're washed. I'm not saying Pico's washed per se because he's not super old or like coming off a really bad injury. Like, people forget Patricio Pitbull. Everyone was hyped he was coming to the UFC. He's old. He was coming off a really bad, it was like back or neck injury. They sign these guys not at their peaks because they really want to prove that the UFC is just better talent. It makes sense realistically. Like, why are you going to bring in someone from the Bellator, someone from PFL, like another American company? I understand, taking people from Ryzen in their prime, taking people from Octagon, all these, from outside of the US. But when you're competing with PFL, that's your main competitor in America as the UFC, you are not going to sign someone from the PFL because it's happened before. Okay, it's happened when they Strike Force. They bought them out. They gave all the fucking champions a title shot. Guess what? All the Strike Force motherfuckers won the belts. Okay, they're not gonna fucking sign a PFL guy in their prime, bring him over, and then he's gonna kick the UFC champion's ass. That's a bad look. That's just saying, hey, UFC doesn't have the best talent, or these other promotions have really good talent or talent better than the top end of the UFC. That's how the UFC operates. I'm not saying Aaron Pico is washed or this, that, but he really isn't what people are trying to hype him out to be. I don't know if anyone's really hyping him up to be anything. I kind of went on a tangent, a ramble right there. But I digress, okay? It's a completely different thing for another day. So yeah, Lopez, Silva, they're going to be fighting. One of them is going to be winning the belt in the next year. Like, that is what is happening. The UFC, They are in a win-win. Everything's a win unless it's literally the nightmare fucking scenario. Like, bro, did you lace my shit scenario where Mavzar ends up winning the title? Because I don't know. Lopez and him, I guess you can get a rematch if Lopez beats Gene Silva. Okay, you can get a rematch. It was very entertaining. That was when Lopez was spamming submission attempts. I think that was Lopez's first fight in the UFC. So, and they kind of have a little like bad blood. It's nothing too crazy, but there's beef enough there to where they're not going to be like nice to each other. Silva can make a fight entertaining, post conference or press conference, whatever. He can just bring that heat, even if it's not legitimate beef. Mavzar, he's not entertaining. Like, he has no finishes in the UFC. Yes, he's undefeated. People want to, he's very anti for the casual fan. Like, even if you're a hardcore, he's good. Yes, he is entertaining at times, but no one's saying Mavzar is their favorite fighter. Like, no one is hyped for Mavzar to be the champion. I'm sorry, you're rather gonna have Diego Lopez be the champ. You'd rather have Silva be the champ. You'd rather have Aljo be the champ. Like, honestly, you would rather have Aljo become a double champ. Like, he I don't know, he's more entertaining than Mavzar. Okay? It's just facts. Nobody wants this fucker. So we're all banking on Volk. Please come through. Volk, win the title. Or not win the title. Defend the fucking belt. And retire, my guy. Nobody wants to see you not retire and get fucking whooped by Silva. Okay? I really think Silva's going to win against Lopez. He has it all. There's just this aura about Silva. Like, out of all the fucking fighting nerds, the run he's on, just his aura right now that he has, he is the one that if there was going to be a champion out of the fighting nerds camp, it's going to be Silva. He's ranked 10th fighting the number one guy. If he wins, obviously he's getting a title shot. That's literally Volk's nightmare matchup right now. If Volk had one guy he could choose not to fight, it would be Silva. Like, I know Volk would fight anybody. He's not a pussy. But if there's a nightmare matchup, it is Silva. And Silva, I'm not going to say flatlines Volk, but dude, Silva would fucking whoop Volk's ass, man. I'm sorry. It's just true. It's just true. You know it's true. Okay? So we all need Volk to win. We all need Volk to retire. Okay? And we don't care. It would be cool to see Silva win. It would be cool to see Lopez win. They're two of the most entertaining fighters in the sport. It's a shame that low-key they're kind of fighting each other to get to that, because if Silva loses, obviously he's going to go up in the rankings. I think if Silva loses to Lopez, I really do think he will eventually fight his way back into title contention, obviously. If Lopez loses, he's on a 2-fight losing streak. Still very entertaining, still very young. He's, still got potential. He's blockheady. He could be that entertaining-esque fighter to where you just throw him in there, hope he gets a KO, hope he makes a fight entertaining. He's got, it's like good stink aura. Like, he's got good green aura. It's weird. Lopez got good green aura from the tattoo, the hair, the thing he rubs his neck during the fighting. Like, everything about Lopez, he just looks funny, and it's good green aura. Not a lot of people can pull off green aura, man. He's got good green stink aura, Diego Lopez, okay? And if he becomes champion, cool, okay? You get an entertaining fighter. He's not really, all that on the mic. His English isn't the best. But he's a very entertaining fighter. He wants to finish you. He wants to end fights. He's not going to go for a decision. Like, he's just going in there to fuck you up. He wants to finish the goddamn fight. Same with Silva. So we really need Volk to fucking retire after this. And we really need Volk to win. Even if he doesn't, okay? Honestly, I think if I had to pick one, I'm picking Silva over Lopez. And if Mavzar does end up winning, you have to pick Silva. You just have to pick Silva. Like, I'm telling you, the plot armor for this man, it's like, I think it's like 70-30. No, I'm going to give it 60-40. Silva beats Lopez. Maybe that's being a little generous. I don't know. And if Silva ends up fighting Mavzar for the title, I think Silva whoops his ass, man. I don't care. Like, Silva is bound to be champion one way or another. Like, he just has that. He has that aura, man. Like, I don't like using that, but he has the championship aura. Okay? And if Aljo can fight his way into contention, that would be cool, seeing a double champ. Arnold Allen, he had a tough couple losses. He's 1-2 in his last 3, but he's a fucking dog. Arnold Allen, I can still see Arnold Allen becoming champion. Him versus Gene Silva, him versus Diego Lopez, those are banger ass fights. Okay? He fought last year in 2024 against Giga Chikadze. It's been a fucking minute. We hope to see Arnold Allen in the cage soon. Ortega, you're gone. Your title chance is cooked. Like, ain't no one want to see your ass. You can go be a gatekeeper now. Aaron Pico, Lerone Murphy, like, it's just like, I don't know. People low key hype up the featherweight division as like, oh, it's one of the deepest, or, oh man, it's so high skilled. It really, like, is it? Like, yes, but like, is it really? It's not no fucking welterweight, I'll tell you that much. Like, I think people want to compare featherweight and the welterweight divisions, saying, oh, they're the deepest, oh, they, have all these people who could fight for the belt. I really think welterweight just is by far, clear cut, the best fucking weight division in the UFC right now. Like, maybe there's a close, like, not even a close second. Maybe, we can talk about a second. Second and third maybe are in a close contention. But I really think welterweight is the clear cut best division right now in the UFC. People trying to glaze featherweight. Bantamweight, maybe, I could see that, but featherweight's a lot closer to bantamweight, okay? No one's touching welterweight. You still have, okay, the plot armor, the plotty, Patricio Pitbull. He's ranked, he just beat Dan Ige. Who knows? We could see a title run for Patricio Pitbull. He's 1-1, he lost to Yair. He forgot how to fucking fight, okay? He goes out there, stands around. He beats the gatekeeper, Dan Ige. So he's in. He beat the gatekeeper of all gatekeepers in this division. So there's only up from here. All right? And I really could see, like, it's crazy because, like, yes, he lost to Yair Rodriguez. I really could see Pitbull. I know he's fucking old. So who knows? Maybe they try to give him one shot against, who knows, like Kelvin Cater, Arnold Allen. Like, who the fuck knows? And then, boom, they try to push his ass for a title. Like, who the fuck knows? Is he winning that shit? I'm sorry, no. Like, dude, could you imagine a world where Gene Silva and Patricio fucking Pitbull fought? He's cooked. My guy, Patricio Pitbull, is fucked. I don't know why I'm even thinking about these crazy-ass hypotheticals. But I really think, like, it's. I'm just trying to tell you guys, it's clear as day. This is Volk's last fight. I'm never wrong, just early. Please. So, when he puts down the fucking gloves, win or lose, it's going to be a sad night. It's going to be emotional. Volk, top 3 all-time UFC fighter. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, it's crazy. It really is crazy because at this point, like, he's underrated. He has only lost to the fucking Islam and Ilia Topuria. Volk. Like, so, top 4 all-time. This will be his last fight. I don't care. This is going to be Volk's last fight, win or lose. I'm telling you, you heard it here first. But the division is in good hands, okay? Honestly, win or lose, because even if Mobzar wins, we're going to get one fight of him being a champion, because I think Silva beats him. I think Lopez could beat him and will beat him if they rematched. I'm sorry, if they fucking book Mob. They're not booking, I don't even want to think it. Mobzar versus Yair Rodriguez, bro. Ain't no one fucking watching that shit. It's not happening. Okay? So the UFC featherweight division, it's low-key kind of plotted out. And I'm just telling you guys my agenda. What I really see, what I foresee, like before the UFC even announces it, I'm just here to predict it. Okay? Like my third eye has been glaring, has been flaring up about this because I don't really see anyone talking about it. I don't see anyone really predicting Volk retiring, win or lose, and then we're going to get, Silva versus Yair Rodriguez or Lopez versus Rodriguez. Like, those are banger fights simply because of Silva and just being a very entertaining fighter. And then you got the beef between Lopez and Rodriguez. you're not going to get a fucking nightmare matchup of Movsar versus Rodriguez. The UFC is very fucking stupid, but they're not that fucking stupid, okay? So, like I said, I'm never wrong, just early. I hope to post more regularly. I was gone on a 3-month vacation. I just got back from Kuwait. I apologize. So, if you made it this far to the end of the video, I appreciate you. Thank you. I'll see you in the next one.